Are you tired of watching the Golden State Warriors get bullied in the paint? Are you frustrated by the clear and obvious lack of size that derailed their season? Well, buckle up, Dub Nation, because the front office knows it, the players know it, and the entire league knows it. The Warriors need a big man, and this offseason is their chance to finally address it. But the path forward isn't simple. It involves chasing potential superstars and securing crucial fits. That's the burning question heading into the summer for the Golden State Warriors. How do they acquire the much-needed size and front-court presence that was so obviously missing this past season after falling short in the playoffs? General Manager Mike Dunleavy Jr. was blunt about the team's primary objective. We saw the consequences firsthand. For significant stretches, the Warriors were forced to rely on undersized lineups, with 6'6" Draymond Green often battling opposing centers and 6'6" Jimmy Butler playing out of position at power forward. While their heart and defensive intelligence are off the charts, physical limitations are real in the NBA, and they were exposed when it mattered most. Dunleavy acknowledged the issue head-on, stating, "That's always, I know, around here the buzzword is size. I'd love to have an ability to play bigger with Draymond and Jimmy in the front court, and we can always go to our ace in the hole with Draymond at center, which we did basically from February 8th on." He laid out the roadmap for improvement. You can get bigger, more athletic, more skilled in terms of shooting, passing, defending. We can improve in a lot of areas while at the same time knowing we're short up and good in some areas. We'll look to do those things. For sure you can do that. We'll look at trades. We'll look at free agency. This brings us to the intriguing, albeit highly improbable, trade target that's been making waves. Karl-Anthony Towns of the New York Knicks. Let's be crystal clear from the jump. Acquiring Towns would be a monumental challenge. He's under contract for a staggering $220 million, and the Knicks, fresh off a strong season where Towns was a key contributor averaging 24.4 points, 12.8 rebounds, and 3.1 assists, have given zero indication they're looking to move him. He's a cornerstone piece for them. However, if the Warriors could somehow orchestrate a trade for Towns, he represents the ideal blend of size and offensive firepower they desperately need. At 7 feet tall, he provides a physical presence in the paint, but crucially, he possesses elite three-point shooting ability, a non-negotiable skill for any big man hoping to thrive in Steve Kerr's system. He's a dynamic scorer who can stretch the floor, pull opposing bigs away from the basket, and create driving lanes for the guards. He can also contribute defensively with shot blocking, even if his individual defense isn't always top tier. The sheer possibility of this move is enough to land the Warriors among the favorites on betting sites like Bovada, where they sit at plus 285 odds to acquire Towns. This reflects the tantalizing fit, even if the practicalities are daunting. So, what makes this such a long shot? The obstacles are significant. First and foremost, convincing the Knicks to part with a player they just invested so heavily in would require an astronomical offer. The Warriors would need to match Towns' massive salary, which means including at least one of their high-salary veterans, likely Draymond Green or possibly Jimmy Butler. Beyond that, the Knicks would demand young assets and draft capital. Golden State would need to package promising youngsters like Moses Moody and Brandon Podziemski, along with multiple future first-round picks. The cold reality is that other teams with more appealing young talent and a deeper stockpile of draft picks could likely outbid the Warriors. So, while the thought of Karl-Anthony Towns in a Warriors uniform is a fun hypothetical, it remains firmly in the realm of highly unlikely. This brings us to a much more attainable and arguably just as impactful target, Naz Reid of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Reid is set to become an unrestricted free agent this summer, and there are whispers that the Timberwolves, facing potential luxury tax issues and perhaps eyeing other roster moves like the rumored pursuit of Kevin Durant, might not be able or willing to re-sign him. This opens the door wide for the Golden State Warriors. Naz Reid is precisely the type of versatile big man who could thrive in their system. He's coming off a fantastic season where he won the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award, demonstrating his ability to be a high-impact player, whether starting or coming off the bench. He averaged 14.2 points, 6.0 rebounds, and 2.3 assists, showcasing his ability to score, rebound, and even facilitate. Crucially for the Warriors, he's a capable three-point shooter, adding another dimension to their offense. the Warriors' need for front court depth is critical. Draymond Green, while still an elite defender and playmaker, is entering the twilight of his career. Adding Reid provides immediate help and a long-term solution at both the center and power forward spots. He could seamlessly step into a starting role at center, allowing Green to shift back to his more natural power forward position, or he could continue his six-man role, providing a significant offensive punch and defensive presence to the second unit. His versatility makes him an incredibly valuable asset. We saw his effectiveness up close in the playoff series against the Timberwolves. Reid was a tough matchup, averaging 10.4 points against the Warriors and dropping a series-high 19 points in Game 1. Like Green, Reid is known for his defensive intensity, his ability to block shots, and his knack for generating steals and transition opportunities. He brings a blend of offensive skill and defensive toughness that aligns perfectly with the Warriors' identity. The good news for Golden State is that they are reportedly the favorite to land Naz Reid in free agency. However, they won't be the only team vying for his services. Expect stiff competition from teams like the Brooklyn Nets, Charlotte Hornets, Los Angeles Lakers, and Toronto Raptors, all looking to add a talented big man to their roster. The Warriors will need to make a compelling offer to secure him. So, as the offseason gets underway, the Golden State Warriors face a pivotal decision. Do they swing for the fences on a superstar trade target like Karl-Anthony Towns, knowing the astronomical cost and low probability of success? Or do they focus their efforts on securing a perfect fit like free agent Naz Reid, a versatile, impactful player who addresses their needs and seems genuinely attainable? The latter seems like the more prudent and likely path, providing the much-needed size, shooting, and defensive presence that can help propel the Warriors back into championship contention. All right, Dub Nation, that's the breakdown of the Warriors' big man options. It's a crucial summer, and every move matters. Now, I want to hear your take. Which player should the Warriors prioritize? Is the dream of Karl-Anthony Towns worth pursuing, or should they focus all their energy on signing Naz Reid? Let me know your thoughts, predictions, and wildest offseason scenarios in the comments section below. And hey, if you found this report informative and you're excited or nervous about the Warriors offseason, please show your support by hitting that like button right now. Every single like helps us keep bringing you these in-depth reports. Drop a comment, hit the like button, and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll be back with more updates as the offseason unfolds.